Hey guys, and welcome back to the LA Galaxy. We are back here on match day against Real Salt Lake. So they're a little higher in the table, so I thought this would be a more interesting match to commentate. Just a quick recap from where we were. So last match was a 5-1 victory at home against the Seattle Sounders. We then stuck around StubHub Center for a 3-0 win against Sporting Kansas City. We went on the road to Red Bull Arena to take on my New York Red Bulls, which we managed to pull away a 3-0 victory on that front. And then we came back home to the StubHub Center to take on the Colorado Rapids in a uh, narrow affair where we managed to win 1-0. So now we are away at Rio Tinto Stadium to take on Real Salt Lake. Um, just a couple quick look around here in terms of player stats. Um, Substitute Bradford Jameson has probably got our best conversion ratio here. He's turning into a really nice substitute. Shots on target versus attempted, Leonardo and Zardis at the top. We've only had one penalty, which Gerard converted. Not much else in. Let's see what the facts. I don't care about those. Killer through balls is where we're scoring our goals on this. But Robbie Keane's leading with 5. I think this is still bugged somehow because it may be that it's just the highest rated player for the guy with the most games because Gio Dos Santos still has the highest average rating on the team. He's leading in assists. Janino's with our pass completion. And Giovanni Dos Santos now has 2 Player of the Match awards. Um, Injury-wise, we've been tagged a little bit here. So on the disabled list, we have Steven Gerrard, who's out for another about 2 months. He picked up a hip injury, and Ignacio Magnato is out for a couple weeks as well. But Gerrard's probably the bigger injury affecting the squad at the moment. So we are the midweek game here. You can see we're 3 points clear in the Supporters Shield race over NYCFC at 25 points in 9 games. We're starting to pile on in the West here, so we're really 2 points clear of RSL, which is why today's game is so important. So if we can go into Rio Tinto here and beat them, that's going to give us another edge. And we're 8 points clear with a game in hand on San Jose. Colorado is 2 games in hand, but they're nothing that I'm terribly concerned about. So that's why this one's important. This will help us bump up a bit in the Supporter Shield race to help maintain our 3-point advantage. But I want to put some space in the West on RSL. In terms of team selection here, so we are away from home, which means we're going to use our away tactic. So we're going to do a little swapping around here. So we're going to play our away tactic here. So this is a shorter, more possession-based game. Is Robbie Rogers is back, and I'd like him out on the field. You know what? We're going to put him on the bench. Ooh, I don't want to take Garcia off because I really could use a defensive guy out there. We'll do this. Okay. So, usual lineup, except we're going to leave Robbie Rogers on the bench. He's just coming off an injury. He's probably good enough to play. But I'd rather, you know what? This is an important match. So we're going to put Robbie Rogers out there. So we got Robbie Rogers, Leonardo, and Omar Gonzalez and AJ De La Garza across the back, with Donovan Ricketts in the back. We've got Baggio Husidic in the defensive midfield with Gerard out and injury. Janino and Leggett in the midfield. We've got Gio Dos Santos and Giassi Zardis up front, with Robbie Keane leading the line as the striker. Yeah, we're going to proceed to the match. We are warming up. So we've been hitting quite the hot streak here. to say the least. So I'd like to keep the hot streak up. 8-1-0 to start the season here is not a bad way. Beckerman. Beckerman's the creativity on this team. Olave's a tough defender, but he's prone to bad days. Looks like they're going to be defending with their two fullbacks. So Beckerman's the creative force we have to watch out for. The rest of the squad, I'm less so concerned. Sandoval is a decent substitute. I'm actually surprised he's not in the starting 11. But he's a danger man as well to pay attention to. Okay, we are going to be off and rolling here. So RSL gets us underway here in Salt Lake City at Rio Tinto Stadium in a Western Conference clash of traditional powerhouses. Yeah, looks like we're slightly on the wrong end of possession here, so we're gonna switch it up to a more counter-based here. We're definitely getting stuffed. Not much highlight-wise going on, but statistically, possession's coming back around a little bit. We're now starting to put the ball on net, which is usually a good sign that we're going to start waking up and we're going to start scoring soon. But possession-wise, we're kind of getting chopped to pieces out here. Okay, free kick. Leonardo gets it out wide to Gio. Giovanni Dos Santos back to Robbie Rogers. Usidic to Leggett. In the middle of the Keene, Zardes. And Zardes slots it away coolly for a 1-0 LA Galaxy lead. Nicely worked here. You can see this through ball. Yeah, that was less a killer through ball as much as it was just a good ID. And then just a sneaky shot into the near post there from Zardes, who's starting to wake up and come alive a little for us, which is always a good sign. Always a good sign. Well, quiet first half so far. Definitely a quiet first half. Okay. 1 minute out. Okay, so not a bad first half. We're definitely going to need to keep our eyes on the prize here. There's improvement that needs to happen. Everyone seemed composed and listened to what I had to say, which is always a good sign. I wasn't talking to myself. Okay. Robbie Keane gets us underway. Into Juninho. Ooh, not good. Not cool. Calf strain for Gio. Not cool. Okay, we're going to switch Zardes over and bring Bradford in. Not good. Not good for Gio. Let's get him off quickly, so lest we aggravate that injury any. Damn. Okay, Ricketts gets us started. Bradford back. Legit. Juninho leading the line here. Zardes out on the left side now. Oof, terrible pass into the midfield. Easy interception. De La Garza picks it back up and we start working the ball forward again. Again, another crap pass up the line. Good interception again from the defense. Back started, Zardes out wide, and that's 2 for him on the day. Better movement, some really lousy passes coming through from the attackers there. Just some really cheap giveaways. Thank God the defense has been on point, but just some really cheap giveaways. Nice movement. One touch. I'm not really sure what Raimondo was doing there. I would have expected he should have easily had that. It was more or less right at him, but I'll take the goal. But yeah, some really cheap giveaways there. I'm going to get Legit off. Rafael Garcia, you are coming on. Actually, you know what? We're going to put Mika on. We are going to put the flying fin on for Legit here. Okay, well, it's quiet again. Kind of an average day at the office for us here. Nothing. A couple of nice assists for Robbie Keane today. Nothing wild going on. Sandoval is on. We're definitely banging the goal pretty hard here. Bradford Jameson, nice head into the middle, just couldn't get it over the defense there. But Janino back to pick up the clearance. Usidic back to Janino. Back out to De La Garza. Let's hope he picks out a better pass. Okay, Usidic out wide to Jameson. To the flying Finn, back to Janino. Catches Zardes out wide. Robbie Keane buries it for a really good day. It's like Zardes and Robbie Keane switching off from goals and assists this time. So just a nice boom. Just a nice beat of Nick Raimondo there. So we are definitely putting RSL to the sword here. I think this is a good way to put the rest of the Western Conference on notice that we are here. You know what? We're going to take Robbie off just since he's coming off. It's only 10 minutes, but I'd like to prevent him from getting hurt any further. And we're getting to an injury spot here. I'm a little disappointed that we've got Dos Santos, who's probably going to be on the bench for a little while with a calf injury here. Whoa, screams it in. Ricketts with good hands there. Okay, looks like this one's going to end 3-0 to the LA Galaxy for a continued run of amazing fortune in the West here. So, dynamite game. You may not want to address anything, but I want to tell the boys that that was a good win. I like keeping the confidence high. So we are up to 28 points on 10 games here. So we've only dropped 2 points so far this entire season, which I'd have to say is a fantastic way to get started. Monster goal differential. Let's see if we can. So 7 goals against. We're tied with a bunch of teams for the second best goal, for the second best defense here, and goals conceded in the league. But we are absolutely just pounding the back of the net here. Scoring streak. We are just, as you can see, we are first in the league with in goals scored and second best. Okay, let's see here. About as 3 weeks isn't great, but that's at least okay. Real Salt Lake isn't happy. Okay, let's go take a look at the fixture list and see when we're coming back next. Ooh. You know what? We may take a big skip of games here, and I think we're going to come back against Vancouver. Well, you know what? That's not a great. It may not be a great game. Vancouver may not be a great game. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I think we're going to come back at home again at StubHub Center for the Vancouver game, and then after that we'll get into the U.S. Open Cup. We should have the draw by then, and we'll start looking at the U.S. Open Cup. So until then, guys, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment if there's anything more specific you want to see with how I've got the club set up, or instructions, or anything deeper that you want to see. You leave me a comment. I'll be happy to talk about it in an upcoming video. And until next time, guys, see you soon. Bye now.